Yes, I can feel this is lovely. Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm John, 2:42 marathon runner and certified England athletics running coach.
And I'm Dawn, 2:56 marathon runner and certified England athletics running coach.
And together we're the two running brooms. So welcome to week 5 of our marathon training series. Dawn is working towards running the Milton Keynes Marathon on the 1st of May and looking to qualify for an England Masters athletics vest. And I'm training for the Shakespeare Marathon on the 23rd of April 2023 and looking to run a good for age time for London Marathon, which would be sub 3:15. So during the course of any marathon training programme or any focused and structured programme for any race distance, you tend to build up fatigue as the weeks go on. So it's important that you, on a daily basis, weekly basis, a monthly basis, put certain recovery tools into your training. So this week we're going to be taking you through some of the key recovery pieces of equipment and techniques that we use to help ward off those injuries, to keep the legs as fresh as possible, to give us the most chance of success of nailing our marathon programme.
One thing I use for my recovery runs is a treadmill. This is because it has a softer surface than being outside.
I first came across massage sticks in around 2004 when the American runner Meb Kefalozighi promoted their use. I regularly use a massage stick to iron out those aches and pains that come when running regularly. The next run of the week was a coached speed session. After a 2-mile warm-up, we took our runners through the usual ramp warm-up, making sure those muscles were activated and mobilised before going in to 2 sets of 5 15-second hill sprints.
After a hard session, we often have a chocolate milk protein drink. I also use the stick to iron out some of those sore muscles after a run.
And Saturday saw us attend a park run at Hillsborough Park in Sheffield. An amazingly large turnout of 627 runners and walkers, marking, I think, the 444th running of Hillsborough Park Run. A great day out in this historic park and a thoroughly well organised park run.
Okay, so hello and welcome to Body Dynamics. This is Jo.
Hi.
And today we've come to use a specialist piece of equipment. But first, can you tell us what is Body Dynamics?
Well, I'm Jo Bolton. I'm a sports therapist based at Body Dynamics, and I work with a lot of local runners and other athletes and people who just generally have the strains of general life and work, and I help them to improve their performance, feel better, and avoid injury. So I'm based here at Mackinac and I'm helped by my colleague here at Bertie Bones. He doesn't say much, but he's a great place to put your glasses. And today Dawn and John are going to experience the Recovapro air compression system. And as the name suggests, you can recover like a professional athlete. So for years, these systems of various body parts that can be compressed with the air have been used by the highest echelons of sporting performance, so everything from Premiership football to Olympic marathon runners. Yes. They will use the Recovapro, and as the name suggests, they just help you recover better. The most important session that you can have of the week is your recovery. So how does it work? Well, it's a bit like an blood pressure cuff when you have your blood pressure taken, right. And it squeezes you a bit like a tube of toothpaste.
Wow.
So today we're going to do Dawn and John's legs because
yes.
They're training for marathon and they need freshening up. And why would you want to lay there for 30 minutes with this giant air compression system?
Jones, I get to talk to you.
Good. If I can stop talking. And the benefits of it really are, number one, is it will help you recover. It'll help you recover quicker if you've got those tired, heavy legs.
Yeah.
It will help by removing that sort of stagnant fluid, the blood,
All right.
the
Yeah.
lactic fluid, and help boost, really, and kickstart the body's natural recovery system.
So we did a hill session yesterday, so the legs are probably in
Yes.
need of
You might
of this,
have as well
yeah.
with hills, you get a lot of what they call eccentric movement, which is when your muscles will lengthen. And running downhill can actually cause that DOM,
Yes, that's right.
having to
Yeah.
lower yourself onto the toilet seat,
Uh-huh,
just
uh-huh.
really painful, so they can help with that. The other thing they'll do, of course, is they'll help you avoid any injuries, any nasty niggles.
Nice.
They can help with that as well. They're
Nice.
brilliant at clearing and moving inflation, which is, of
Fantastic.
course, a natural response of the body.
Absolutely. So without further ado, let's get into these leggings.
Oh, I can't tell you how much I enjoyed that session yesterday. There's 4 chambers in the legs, so the
Okay.
system we're using today is a recovery, and it's going to start from your feet and work up to your thighs.
Okay.
I'm going to start you on about 120, so we're going to. We also have upper body sleeves, so
Okay,
cricket,
right. Yeah.
swimmers,
So you can put it on your
triathletes,
arms.
arms,
Yeah.
chest, back,
Amazing.
and also just people who drive, or you might
Yeah.
work at an office and
Yeah,
punch
yeah,
in
punch
on the
it,
computer.
Yeah.
So you'll start to feel it.
I
It'll
can
gradually
just feel
break
it.
you in.
Yeah, that's it. I can feel it just tightening
Just
around the
tightening up.
feet. Yeah.
But it will
Yeah.
increase, so it will slowly introduce. So we don't want the muscles to be startled
No.
in any way. At the moment, your muscles are in what we call hard state, tight
Yes.
state. So they're active, they've been moving about, you're not strength and conditioning on them. But recovery requires your legs to be in soft state.
Okay.
So we're going to put them in soft state,
Yeah.
these, so they can recover.
Okay.
And the most important thing is when we start running again, the drills, the activation is really important, because we need these legs to wake up again.
Okay. All right.
So,
I can feel this is lovely.
yeah.
So it's Sunday morning, we're just about to go for a long run. It's about 16 hours since we had that session in the Recovapro trousers, so we're going to see how our legs feel. Initial impressions, we've woken up this morning feeling quite fresh-legged.
Yeah, no aches. Thank you, Joe. I'm hoping this is going to work. 20 miles planned for me. I'm a little bit nervous because these long ones, you always want them to go absolutely right. So, yeah, but as John said, initial impressions, our legs are feeling ready to go. So I'm on my way down to meet John. As I said earlier, I'm doing 20 miles. He's probably doing about 16, so I'm getting a few extra miles in beforehand. I'm going to use 3 gels today. The strategy being 1 at 5, 1 at 10, and 1 at 15 miles. And as you know, gels are great for topping up your energy reserves, but they're also great for helping you with recovery afterwards. Because what you don't want to do on your long runs is to deplete your energy stores so much that it hampers your training for the next few days. I'm carrying my energy gels in a fit belt, which I'll just show you. So I plan to use the fit belt for the marathon. At the moment it's feeling very comfortable. It's just sitting on my hips. I have also decided to wear the Alpha Flies again. I wouldn't normally choose to wear a carbon plated shoe on the long run, but as I've mentioned several times this week, I'm unsure of the Alpha Flies, so I think I've got to keep trying. They're too expensive not to give them another go, so I will be trying them on several runs. What I have done is I've put another pair of shoes in the car, so if I find at some point during this run they're not working, we'll make our way back to the car where I'm going down to meet John now, and I'll change them for the other shoes. But another thing with the carbon plated shoes though, although I wouldn't choose them normally for a long run, they are excellent. They're helping with recovery. Another thing that we do for recovery after a long run is that we used a protein shake. Now if I was running from home, we'd go home and make it using our Magic Bullet and whey protein powder. But because we're going to be going back to the car, John will already have a chocolate milk protein shake in the car that we've bought from the shop. If I had a pair of those wonderful trousers that we used at Joe's yesterday, I'd be getting into those too. So unfortunately I don't, but yes, they are something that I would think of purchasing in the future. Otherwise I'll just be booking into Joe. So I've now met up with John, going to meet a couple of friends to run with.
So both long runs finished. I managed to dig out 15 there somehow. After a few stomach issues from the day before meant I was totally lacking in energy from the off, but very proud of the fact I just managed to dig it out, churn out mile after mile, 9:10 pace. That'll do at this stage. Dawn?
Yeah, so I managed to do my 20.
In terms of this week's theme and recovery, those Recovapro leggings we had on yesterday absolutely worked a treat.
Amazing.
I'd have been slogging along at 6-7 miles thinking, I've had enough.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not for me.
if you get the opportunity to use a pair of those, I'd definitely give it a go. So it's been all about, the focus has been all about recovery, and so now I think we're going to go and
recover
from
fueling wise.
Yes.
So we hope you've enjoyed this week's training, episode 5, and our training towards the Dawn Milton Keynes Marathon, England Masters Qualifier. For me, the Shakespeare Marathon on 23rd of April, Shakespeare Day. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you're new here, we'd love you to follow our training journey and maybe like to catch up on other videos on park runs, coaching and other things we do. So until next week,
keep on keeping on.
keep on keeping on.